Birshut Moray and Rabotai, with the permission of Hashem, I would like to wish you a good day, and I pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu to give you bracha, ve'etzlacha, and briut, ve'ezat Hashem, parnasa tova. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give you all what you need. The paracha of this week is the paracha of Shemot. We just finished all the stories about Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Yosef, Tzaddik, and now we start a new story. It's now the beginning of the exile of the Bnei Israel in Egypt, and the Torah starts ve'ele Shemot Bnei Israel. This is the name of the Bnei Israel that came to Egypt with Yaakov. You know, there is nothing in the Torah that it's the Torah write it for no reason. Everything has a reason. So the question is, we know already the name of the children of Yaakov Avinu. Why this repetition? Why the Torah repeat again? Ve'ele Shemot Bnei Israel. This is the name of the children of Israel. You know that Yaakov had two names. His name is Yaakov, and then his name is Israel. So this repetition, I don't understand why. And the Torah said that they came to Egypt. I mean, everybody knows that the children of Yaakov Avinu, they came to Egypt. Everybody knows. And the Torah said, Ish obeto ba'u. Each tribe, he came with his family. It's logic. Do you think Reuven, he will come to Egypt without his wife and his children? So why this repetition? Why the Torah write this? You know that the Torah don't talk too much about Shabbat, about Nida. The Torah don't talk too much about kosher food. And there is millions of laws, and the Torah said only one word. That's it. And here, the Torah, she talk a lot. Here is the names of the Bnei Israel who came to Egypt, each one with his parents, each one with his family. Of course, they will not come alone. So why this repetition? You know, in life, we have to carry on. You understand? We never should look back. We have to carry on. You know, when you drive a car, you look right ahead. You don't look, when you drive, you don't look through the small mirror to see your back. The small mirror is to see what's going on in the back. In life, if you want to have success, you have to go forward. Look clearly. You cannot drive and look what's going on behind you. If you look what's going on behind you, a lot of people they see problems of others. This one he has success. Look at yourself. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he knows what he's doing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he knows to who he give. He knows to who he take, and he knows to who he will not give. I mean, you know, a lot of people, they want to look only, you know, my friend, there was somebody who came to the rabbi, and he told the rabbi, you know, Rabbi, my wife, I have always she I don't like her cook. I don't like the way she cook. And the rabbi told him, look, why you talk only about the cook? Why you don't talk about the good cook that she do to you? Why you don't talk about the house that it's clean? Why you don't talk about the children that she give you? You only talk about the cook. This is the only thing that you find on your wife. In life, you have to go ahead. You have to go ahead. If Am Israel today, we exist, Baruch Hashem, we exist because, Baruch Hashem, we go forward. Kadima, Kadima. We march. If you don't march for life, you stop. So it's a problem. If you there was one day a big rabbi that he was traveling. It was snowing in Russia, so they had to stop somewhere till the snow stopped. But there were a lot of people that they wanted to carry on. But the rabbi told them it's snowing. It's very dangerous to go. So they said, but we can't say, we have a business to do. We have to carry on. So he told them, but to carry on where? It's snowing. We don't see the road. We don't see nothing. It's dangerous. And with the snow, you see nothing. So they said, yes, we know, we camp this way, so we carry on. Yeah, but it's dangerous. He did not listen. And you know what happened? What happened? It happened that they went, and unfortunately, they failed in the mountain. Because, 2 days after, the rabbi said, now let's go. Now let's go. We have to follow the steps of those people who went yesterday. And we will follow the steps. And if it's dangerous, so we stop. So at least we see something. In life, in life, we have to follow the steps of our tzaddikim, the steps of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. This is the life that we have to follow. We have to follow. If we wanted if we want, God forbid, to choose our own way of life, it will be a disaster. We have to choose the way of our parents, Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, and what the way of our parents, ללכת קדימה, to go forward, go, be מתחזק, חזק ונתחזק. We finished the Bereshit last week, Parashat Vayechi. As soon as we finished, we stand up and we said, Chazak v'itchazek. We have to be more stronger now. We have to go, oh Ella, go. We're not going to repeat again the story. We have to go. My friend, our rabbi said that the Bnei Israel, they were not assimilated in Egypt because of three things that they kept. And that's what helped them not to be assimilated. They did not change the name, they did not change the clothes, and they did not change the language. Those three things helped them to remain a good Jew. Don't forget, at that time they had no torah. They were slaves. So how can they remind themselves that they are Jew? How? So they followed the advice of Yaakov Abinu. Keep your name. Don't change your name. Keep your clothes. So each one will recognize the other one. How can you recognize me that I am Jewish? With my clothes. You recognize me. Hebrew is Lashon HaKodesh, the holy language. With Hebrew, with the holy language, you can speak. It's the Torah. It's written with the holy language, and that's what kept the Jewish people being together. My friend, a lot of people look Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, he was alone in Egypt. No yeshiva, no father, no mother. They had nobody. He was alone. Yosef HaTzadik. And he remained a good Jew. He was a tzaddik. What is the secret of Yosef HaTzadik to be a tzaddik? It's impossible. I mean, usually, look in Ponta del Este, if there is only one Jew, he will be assimilated. But Baruch Hashem, there is a lot of Jewish, there is a synagogue, and there is kosher food, so each one take care of the other one. So each one watch the other one. But if there is nothing, Hashem Yishmor, it's catastrophic. The Rambam said that according where you live, you become. You live with good people, you are a good. You will be a good man. You live with bad people, so you will be a bad man. So the way you live. And the Jews in Egypt, it was a place of too much arayot. A billion times more than Punta del Este. Million times. It was totally arayot in Egypt. The women, they were naked. Hashem Yishmor. There was no decency, no dignity, nothing. And Yosef HaTzadik was a handsome man. And everybody wanted Yosef HaTzadik. And Yosef HaTzadik, alav shalom, he closed his eyes. What the secret that Yosef HaTzadik remained a tzaddik? You know what it is the answer? Because he was not shy to proclaim, I am Jew. Because Yosef HaTzadik, alav shalom, he was proud of his Judaism. Because Yosef HaTzadik, alav shalom, he did everything. He did not change his name. Even that Paro changed his name. Yosef, he didn't want to change his name. He remained with his name. His name reminded him his father. Because it's his father who gave him the name, Yosef. Yosef always he was speaking holy language, Lashon HaKodesh. Yosef HaTzadik, he did not change his clothes. And that keep him close to his religion. I mean, this is something that each one should know, that to be a Jew is not easy. Bemet, I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy for me to be a rabbi. It's not easy to pray. It's hard, especially when look, I was going to the synagogue. Yeah, just imagine. And a lot of times I receive people, and sometimes there is people that they are not. They don't know who is Moshe Rabbeinu. They don't know who is Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. They are completely disconnected from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why? Why? Because they have nothing to connect them. There is nothing. At least if you have a name, you connect you to Hashem. You have the Jewish language, you connect you to Hashem. Close connect you to Hashem. Yesterday in Chicago, I was very proud about the Jew. There was a Jew who told me, Rabbi, I just came to tell you a story. I don't want to tell you the name. So I wanted to hear the story. So he told me, I've been for 2 years with a woman. She's not Jewish, and my parents, every time my parents are religious, and my parents always they tell me, look, we have only one boy. You are the only one, and your name is Yehuda, and you are named about my father and about the grandfather who died in the Shoah. So please marry a Jewish girl, so that the mishpacha, the family will carry on. And he told me, every time I tell my father, I want Hashem to give me a proof, a sign that he exists. So I looked at him. I told him, so what happened? He said, well, every time I tell my father, as long I don't see a sign that God exists and that I am Jew and I have to get married a Jewish girl, so I will marry this one. So his father told him, you cannot ask from Hashem a sign like that. So he said, well, otherwise, Papa, in 2 months I'm going to get married. So, my friend, this man, this Yehuda, told me that 6 months ago, he went to his girlfriend. She was with her parents, and I don't know what happened. Somebody knocked at the door, and a man came with a gun, and he started shooting. And he was shooting. He didn't kill nobody, but he was shooting, and the bullet touched nobody. He was shooting at people, and the bullet, bam, 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 and this boy, few times the bullet passed through his shirt, and on this moment that man was shooting, in his mind, he said, well, maybe this is the proof that I have to go. Maybe this is the proof that Hashem proved me. My friend, he told me that I took this as a proof that I have to stop. And Baruch Hashem, I did well. Why? Because anyway, the girl that she was with, she told him herself. She told him, "You, since I am with you, I have only problems with you. And now that we decided to get married 2 months, look what happened to us. We have to stop." So if the girl told him to stop, so they stopped, and Baruch Hashem is going to get married next week to a Jewish girl. So you see sometimes, but I have to tell you something. This man, Yehuda, I'm proud of him. Why? Because he asked for a sign, and he saw a sign, and he believed in this sign. Unfortunately, a lot of times, we see signs from Hashem, and we take no notice of it. We close our eyes. It's like we did not see no sign. At least this Yehuda, he asked a sign, and Hashem showed him a sign, he gave him a sign, and he believed in the sign, and Baruch Hashem, next week, next week or next month, he's going to get married. Baruch Hashem. My friend, I ask you a question. Why the Torah write, this is the names of the Jews? This is the name of the sons of Israel. I ask you again, why the Torah write that they came with Yaakov? Of course they came with Yaakov. Of course they came with Yaakov. Why the Torah said that each family came, each tribe came with his family? Can you imagine Caesar, or you Haber, or you Cohen, or you, that you will travel to live in Israel, and you will not take family with you? Of course, you will not. You will take your family with you if you go to live there. So I don't understand why the Torah said that each tribe, Reuben came with his family, Shimon came with his family. Of course, they came with his family. And of course, they came with Yaakov. And of course, we know already the names. My friend, this paracha, Shemot, it's a new circle. Now Yaakov passed away, the Shvatim passed away. Now it's the Judaism. Now the Judaism is gonna born. It's like the born of the Jews. From Egypt, the Jewish people were born. We are Egyptians, you know. If we need a passport, I am Moroccan, so if I have to go to all the Jewish people have to go to their origin is Egyptian. We are all Egyptian. We were born there. So now the Torah wants to start how the Jewish people started. From where they start. From where they start. Where they start in Egypt. All the beginning, always there is a beginning of a business, a beginning of a family, now the beginning of the Jewish people with Hashem. Bereshit is like Bereshit bara Elokim. It's like at the beginning Hashem created the world. Here this is the beginning. The beginning of the existence of how the Jewish people they were born. How? Well, and what the secret? That the Jewish people in Egypt, they were not be assimilated. What it is the secret? What? I mean, they were slaves. It was easy for them to be assimilated. No, they were not. They were not assimilated, and even they suffered. They had no houses. They slept in the street. They were slaves, men and women. The Egyptians killed their children, as we see in the paracha of this week. So what it is the secret? You know what? Ve'ele Shemot Bnei Israel. They made sure not to change their names. Haba'im Mitzrayima et Yaakov. They were with Yaakov. Who is Yaakov? Yaakov is the symbol of the Torah. And the Jewish language, Lashon HaKodesh, it's Torah. Like there is a Baal Tanya, he wrote a book, we call it Ageret HaKodesh, the holy letter. Lashon HaKodesh, the holy language. Lashon HaKodesh. The Jewish people in Egypt, they speak when the Lashon HaKodesh was born, he was born with Adam HaRishon. When Adam HaRishon, he was talking, how Hashem, he give him, who teach Adam HaRishon to talk? Who? Hashem. What language Adam HaRishon speak? Hebrew. Lashon HaKodesh. Lashon HaKodesh. So the Bnei Israel they did not change the Lashon HaKodesh. So now we understand. Ish o beto ba'u. Each one with his family. What is his bayit? Bayit, it's a house. What mean a house is like the clothes. The same way that you keep yourself warm in the house, you can keep yourself warm in your clothes. So that is what the Torah wants to teach us. If the Bnei Israel, they remained Jew in Egypt, even though that they were slaves, you know why? Because they did not change their names, the language, and the clothes. That was the pasuk, the first pasuk of Shemot. Now we're talking about the beginning of the existence of the Jewish people that Hashem chose them to give them the Torah. To exist, they made sure not to change, Ve'ele Shemot, not to change the names. Et Yaakov, the language, the Torah. Ish o beto, beto is the house, is the beged. Beged is the clothes. They did not change the clothes. This is the secret. If we want to remain Jew wherever we are, we have to make sure, at least, to give to our children our Jewish name. Make sure he has a talit, beged. We call the talit beged, clothes. It's very important. And of course, Torah. The language is Torah. When we have those three things, and Baruch Hashem, we never saw in generations, we never saw full a generation like ours. Baruch Hashem, there is today, but we have everything today. Today we are very, very spoiled today. Today we have Torah, we have Yeshivot, we have Kolel, we have everything. We have everything. We have Talit, we have everything. So we have to make sure that Be'ezat Hashem, we have to make sure that to maintain our connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu through those things, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He will help. HaKadosh Baruch, if Hashem is see you that you are doing an effort to be close to Him, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will do effort to be close to you. Hashem, you watch. Hashem, you watch. There's today somebody who told me a beautiful story. Just half an hour ago, he told me that 2 months ago, he gave a charity. He gave $4,000 to somebody, and then somebody asked him for, so he gave him $5,000, and that was too much for him. And then he did that in the memory of his father, who passed away with the COVID. He did that for his father. So he said, Hashem, all what I had, I give it. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you help me. You know, the next day, 24 hours, his daughter, she came, she told Papa, you received a letter. You opened the letter, there was there a refund. It was a company that made bankruptcy, and they owe him in the bankruptcy, because they did bankruptcy, so they paid. The justice paid all the money that company owed to people, and they said, well, that company owe you $200,000, we can give you only $9,000. So he said, the $9,000 that I give, I received. But I told you, but you lost money. He said, but anyway, I lost them 5 years ago. I didn't think that you will give me 9,000. And now I received. It's like Hashem paid me what I give. My friend, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you bracha v'atzlacha, bריאות, פרנסה טובה, עלייה בתורה וביראת שמיים, שהקדוש ברוך הוא will help you always to be next, connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's not easy to connect yourself to all the free things that the Jewish people did in Egypt, because they had no Torah. But today, Baruch Hashem, there is Torah. Today there is Tefillin, there is Kashrut. Today there is other things, how to connect yourself with Hashem. But at the time, there was no Torah. They were slaves. So they had to do something to connect themselves with Hashem. So the only things that they could do to connect themselves with Hashem, it was the names, clothes, and the language. Today, Baruch Hashem, with Kashrut, you are connected to Hashem. You know what it is, Torah? There's a lot of people, they don't know. People think that when they hear the word Torah, that means you have to open a book and to study Torah. No. Torah is when you do Birkat Hamazon, it's Torah. You wash your hand, it's Torah. You have a yarmulke in your head, it's Torah. You don't look a woman bad dress, it's Torah. You eat kashrut, it's Torah. You put tefillin, it's Torah. You know, you live your life all day, it's Torah. It's not, we study because we have to study Torah. So, Rabbi, it's a privilege to study Torah. But the Jewish people, at least, they should live, with a Jewish life. And a Jew who lives a Jewish life, it's Torah. It's Torah. It's not like people think, Torah, no. Live. You have a Jewish name. Your name is Abraham. Your name is Yitzchak. Your name is Nathaniel. It's Torah. It's Torah. Your name is David. It's Torah. You know, David HaMelech, he was in the bath, he was having a shower, David HaMelech. So he saw himself that he was nude. He said, wow, there is no Torah to protect me. Because only Torah protects you. So then he saw his Brit Milah. He saw that he had the Brit Milah. So he said to himself, Baruch Hashem, I did the Brit Milah. Brit Milah is Torah. Can you imagine? 24 hours a day, you had the Brit Milah. It's Torah. It's incredible. 24 hours, you are You live with Torah. You go to sleep, you say Shema Israel, so it's like all night you study Torah. It's only Shema Israel, just Shema Israel. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, and you go shlofen, you go to sleep, it's Torah. You wake up in the morning, Modeh, it's Torah. My friend, Hashem bless you, we love you, and thank you for everything.